Okay, I fucked it up again. This is fucking take number 8. Okay, let me show you OBS. I have the four apps I use are OBS, Illustrator, Audacity. You can't see me, but let me show you something first. This is display capture. Do you see me? Do you see what I'm displaying? This is literally all it is. You can just display. Watch. So if I want to record something from YouTube, I use it to still sound effects or music because it's that much easier. And that's it. So now you're wondering, how do I bring that up? Down here, this is your sources. This will pull up everything for you. So go to sources. You're going to see display capture. It's going to ask you to create a new, and then it's going to ask you what screen you're using. If you're doing like a dual or a triple setup, you can choose from either screen. I'm only doing a one, so it's just the one. We hit OK, and boom. But I already have it. So then now you're probably wondering for a webcam. Same thing. Come out of sources. Go to video capture device, and you're going to be using. It's going to ask you to create new, and then whatever you're using, select it. I'm using this Logitech webcam. So we have this is your FPS, your color range, and whatnot. You can deal with this later. You don't have to right now. But so that's that. So let me cancel this, and let me show you where I'm at. Watch. So I'm right here. Wait, no, wait. Fuck. Hold on. It's the wrong one. Sorry, it just gets all cluttered when you show everything. Okay, and delete this one. Boom, there I am. Okay, so I fucked up the last video because my dumbass had when I was showing you all the stuff, the webcam was way down here. Let me just show you how you can do that. Watch. Wrong one. Boom, you can make a webcam, you can make your image big. You would do that to have the webcam as a full screen. And that's like your if you guys are recording your podcast, if you guys are recording the podcast, you would have it in full screen. But I'm showing you something real fast. So let's pull this back. Had me set in the corner. You can also, this black bar is actually an image. You can pull in images. If you don't know what JPEGs are and PNGs are, JPEGs, if you save something that has no background, JPEG will fill it in with the background, either white or black. A PNG file it'll save it. If you save it with no background, it'll literally leave it with it'll be clear, no background, it'll be transparent. So this black bar file is actually a PNG file. And boom, so I use that. These are like the movie theatrical bars, they look cool. That's that. So down here, this is a mic track. You can see me in the red. It's really loud. In the mid, and then quiet. It's really quiet. In the green, so this is your mid. I'm sorry, low, mid, and high. Never be in the high because then it's all blown out. You can bleed into the mid a little bit. It's not that big. It's not that big of an issue. That's OBS. It's really simple. It's just a recording software. That's all you need to know about it. All right, I'm gonna show you Illustrator. This is the Adobe Illustrator. This is a graphic design. I had made something that was called Fly Retro. It's supposed to be a BMW, like a 90s BMW with like hover thrusters and hovercraft shit. Anyways, this is all handmade. I made this myself. It's not super impressive, but it's hard to make. I'm showing you this just because if you want to learn how to make, if you want to learn how to use this, let me know and I can make a separate video because it's kind of long to understand. This looks like a bunch of bullshit right here on the side, and none of that makes sense. Make sure I'm actually recording. Oh yeah, we're good. None of this looks like it makes sense, but I promise it does. But this is it. I can come in here with this tool. This is the vector tool, and start making shapes. So I would use this to make your guys' logo. Handcraft it, and so I can make shit with it. Get rid of that. Like I said, I can show you more of this later. This isn't really that important to you per se. Audacity. So this is Audacity. This is a program that is only for recording audio. So if I hit record, you can see that if I spike it, if I get really close, it'll be really fucking loud, it'll spike. But if I get really quiet, you won't. This is your audio graph. This shows you where you're peaking at, show you where you're not peaking at. That's all this is for. It's just showing you that you're recording. And you would use this. So if you had asked me a question about having two mics, and you would use this. So if you were to go to add new track, mono, you can come up here and select what mic you want to have using for it. I would use this. And it's more intricate than that. Play around with it, get yourself familiarized with this type of stuff because this is probably you've probably never seen this stuff before. Just mess around. That's it. It's really that simple. And then leave it on mono. You don't want to have two. And the speaker, this is when you record and then play back. you're choosing where to play out of. So I want to play out of my headphones, I would choose my headphones. Play out of your speakers, choose your speaker. It's as simple as that. That's Audacity. HitFilm. Again, this is HitFilm. This is the recording software. It is free. You can download it right now with no charge. They might charge you something like $1 or $2, probably. Who knows? I got it free at one point. And this is so your video would be displayed here. These are your effects, and this is your audio track stuff, or this is your video track stuff, video and audio tracks. So if I were to pull in this OBS video right now, it'll put it into 2 tracks. You can splice it. So I'll show you with my fingers. Here's the video. Here's the audio. If I would splice it, boom, bring it apart. I can delete the audio, keep the OBS, bring in the Audacity audio, and splice them together. So that's the plus about using the separate audios, that you can come in and get real. You can dive deep and down into it with it. But for the podcast stuff you guys are gonna do, I would probably record separate audio with Audacity and then splicing together with the audio with the video track. It just makes it easier to edit. I know that doesn't really make sense, but if once you start doing it, you'll see like, oh, it makes a world of fucking difference. So that's it. It's really simple. So OBS to record your video, Illustrator to make logos and stuff. You know, you guys' logos, you guys' backgrounds, all your images. Your Audacity is just for audio tracks. You guys can record all day and forever. And HitFilm, the editing software. This is the 4 stuff you'll probably need to make you guys videos. All right, let me show you how to put this into HitFilm. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you how to use HitFilm, and this is where up here they changed it a bit. I haven't used it in a bit, but up here this is the video that I just recorded showing you everything. So I'm going to drag it into here. Okay, so this is really cool. Yeah, I know. So right here, this is the audio track I was talking about, and this is the video track. Obviously, there's no spikes in here or anything. There's no audio graph because it's all down here. So if I were to press play, you can see that it'll start going. If you hear anything in the background, it's because it's that. But it's that simple. So up here, this is where the video will show that you're recording, or that you're editing. Up here, this is all your effects and whatnot. You can control your history, text, trimmer. I'm just reading all that it is. And that's it. The only problem is that when you do hit somewhere else, it will pause the video. Just kind of nutty, but not a big issue. Okay, and that's it. I'm not gonna do anything to it to show you to edit it, because I'm just showing you what it is. But this right here is called a scrubber, and literally means you can scrub through the video. You know what happened in the video. I can go through it. This is your splicer right here. So I was talking about that you can. I'm sorry, not your splicer. The fucking splicer. Right. So I'm sorry, slicer. You can slice the video. So let's say I want to slice this. Now I have 2 separate tracks. Usually stuff people would do, like, you ever see funny videos and they add like a gag in here in between, like a pop-up right here. You can add it in here, but that's that. But hit Control Z, and that's that. That's all it is. Control Z again to unslice it, unsplice it, and that's it. That's HitFilm. It's not that important. I didn't show you how to import this. Let me show you real fast. So let me go ahead and just remove this. So up here to your media, you go to import media, find where you have that file at, and mine is, I have it in something called the big boy, which is my 6 terabyte. Okay, then again, just drag it in there, and that's it. That's your video. Now, if you want me to show you a video on like editing stuff or like adding effects and stuff, just let me know. In terms of like your guys's podcast, I'm just not sure what you want. So let me actually bring in like my intro video. I think I still have it. Let me look. Give me a sec. Where would I have that at? This PC is a hard drive. Should be. Give me a sec. Is it here? No, not in here. I'm lying to myself. Back. I have it in my videos. Done videos. Oh, which one is it? Oh, I think this is the. Oh, one of these is the video that I have that I use for intro. Buck. I don't know which one it is though. Shit in my dick. OBS videos. Phone videos. Not on that one. This is for the end. This is like an end thing. I'm gonna edit it for fun. Okay, I'm gonna add it in for fun. Back to, oh, and then you can also move this. You can actually move this. So up here you have your time: 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, so forth and so on. I'm gonna add this to the very end. You can either add it directly onto it, or you can actually make another track. I just leave it all on one track because it's easier to mess with. So at the very end, you'll hear and see when I post this that once I stop this video. Boom, there it is. Okay, that's it. Super simple, super easy.